Cars that are making the first ceremonial run over the new two-way street, the new two-way bridge here. There's Mayor Lee Brand in the first car going across. And in the next car we have Tom Richards of Fresno. He's the Vice Chairman of the California High-Speed Rail Authority Board. This is Tom Tuolumne. He's the interim CEO of the California High-Speed Rail Authority. Diana Gomez is the Central Valley engineer in charge of the high-speed rail program here in California. There's Leanne Eager with the Fresno County Economic Development Corporation. Has been a big supporter of this project for the better part of a decade. Esmeralda Soria from the Fresno City Council. These are some pretty sweet cars. The vintage cars are continuing their run across the bridge. Again, this is the ceremonial opening of the Tuolumne Street Bridge that spans the Union Pacific Railroad tracks and the future high-speed rail line through downtown Fresno. On this side, you can see the Union Pacific line and the Stanislaus Street Bridge just to the north of us here. Well, the main point of this bridge isn't to be a pedestrian bridge, it's going to be a motorist bridge. The old Tuolumne Street Bridge got quite a bit of vehicle traffic.
That's pretty cool.
And now you've got a collection of pedestrians coming across as well. Coming across from the west side of the bridge, heading east, accompanying the antique cars back across the bridge. I see a question here, what will happen with the other bridge? The Stanislaus Street Bridge, off in the distance there, let me get here where we don't have a fence in the way. That bridge will eventually be demolished. It's currently a one-way westbound bridge. It will be demolished. It will not be replaced. The Tuolumne Street Bridge is a two-way street now to carry traffic both ways, eliminating the need for the bridge to the north of us. So again, this is Tim Sheehan with the Fresno Bee, and we're reporting live from the new Tuolumne Street Bridge in downtown Fresno, spanning the future high-speed rail line as well as the existing Union Pacific freight rail tracks. And now we've got some Fresno Fire Department vehicles that are coming across. Engine 3 and Truck 4. So these are some of the first vehicles, the ones coming westbound, the antique vehicles on their first run across, really were the first vehicles to come westbound on this thing. Because for years, the old bridge, the old Tuolumne Street Bridge that was demolished last year, was strictly a one-way eastbound bridge. This bridge was supposed to have opened, or supposed to have been completed by the end of 2016. We're in early August now, so this was actually about 7 or 8 months late getting opened. There were some weather delays from our wet winter. Later on, opening dates or opening targets in May and June slipped by. July slipped by because there were issues with the concrete bridge deck that the contractor was required by the California High-Speed Rail Authority and the city of Fresno to fix. But later on today, the bridge will be open to traffic. Down at the bottom, you can see the flashing red lights, so the signals still need to be synchronized up. I don't know if I can zoom in here or not. It doesn't look like I can. But once the signals are all synced up, this thing will be fully ready for two-way traffic, both eastbound and westbound. One thing that's kind of neat are the street lights that were installed here. Workers are trying to get people off the bridge now, including this reporter. Well, that's too bad at the moment. So right about here, we're above just about where the high-speed rail line will go through. Off to the north, you can see the bare patch of land where other buildings have been that have been cleared for the high-speed rail route, including OK Produce. This is G Street over here, and the new bridge, this new bridge that we're standing on, spans G Street as well. It goes all the way from F Street on the west side to Broadway on the east. Off in the distance, you can see Chansey Park. Let me wander across the bridge here. We'll get a better look at some of the stuff to the south. Over here we have the old Lemore's Cleaners building. That eventually will be getting torn down to make way for the high-speed rail route. That's on G Street. Off in the distance, you can see Chuck Chansey Park. And just this side of Chuck Chansey Park, just to the north, between Fresno and Tuolumne Streets, is the site that will eventually house a high-speed rail passenger station here in downtown Fresno. You can see the rest of downtown Fresno off here in the distance. A little difficult to shoot through the fence. I apologize for that. So we're going to head back across, back toward Broadway, and we'll wrap up this Facebook Live when we get to the bottom of the bridge.